For the first time in the history of Kenya, the parliament together with the government has shown the will to pass a bill that has been rejected 9 times in the parliament regarding the 2/3 gender rule.
Your Excellency,
this is after the majority leader in the parliament embraced the bill and gave assurance to support the bill.
My highest assurance that the office of the leader of majority will not in any way be a stumbling block to the achievement of the 2/3 gender rule, but will be a facilitative office, will be your #1 mobilizer in the National Assembly to ensure that we achieve this for the betterment of our country's governance.
Led by the Deputy Speaker in the Senate, Gladys Boss-Sholei, the leaders have corrected the prevailing notion that men are better than women in leadership and governance.
Like I said, we've attempted many times to try and implement the 2/3 gender rule. And you see, and I think I also need members of the press to correct this. Many people think that the 2/3 gender rule is about women. No, it's not about women. It's a human rights issue. Right to equality is a human right. It is entrenched in the United Nations Convention on Human Rights.
I support that we need to consolidate our efforts in this, and we are going to achieve it. Now that we have the political goodwill, our president is really supporting us, and majority of our members, our main members of parliament, I'm sure they will support us in this. So let's move together.
Kenya has been receiving praises for its purpose and intent in issues of women in leadership.
You know, constitutions are normally not amended in times of peace. The lawyers in this room will tell you, constitutions normally are amended in times of war. So to have an opportunity like this, that is supposed to amend the constitution and expand it, to include, to involve, I think it's a time for us to begin to reimagine, what does this mean?
The gender bias, the only way to deal with that bias is make sure that every time you're given a position of responsibility as a woman, make sure you perform 20 times better than any man in the room.
Regarding the discussion of women's inclusion, retired Chief Justice David Maraga advised the then President Uhuru Kenyatta to dissolve the parliament in accordance with the Article 261(7) of the Constitution for failing to implement the law regarding the 2/3 gender principle.
Is parliament constitutionally constituted? The answer is no. That is why we are having such forums, so as to engage intellectually and maneuver through in ensuring that parliament's composition is constitutionally compliant.
For Ebro TV, Amode Francis.